Hello, everybody. Can you guys hear me? Oh, wait. Wait, can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Gosh, I'm trying to get all of this. How are we doing here? Here, how's that? Are we good? We good? Good. Hello, 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 everybody here. Megan's here. King says I'm buffering. Hopefully, we are all good. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Can you hear me? I'm gonna actually check on this my laptop. Hello, test. Oh, cool. Sounds good. All right. Hello, everybody. Heather here, your YouTube coach. Thank you for joining me on my weekly live stream every Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on this channel. And basically what I do during this stream is I serve as your YouTube coach. So if you have any questions about building a YouTube channel or working on your own YouTube channel, if you want a channel review, those are always on the table. Sometimes I bring things to talk about. Sometimes I have an agenda, but really what I want this time to be is a time for you to connect with a community of other creators who are working towards growing their YouTube channel. So that's what this is for. And oh, my subscribe button is going. All right, cool. So we're gonna try. I'm trying different overlays and stuff, so bear with me. But it's super nice to see you guys. Hello, hello. Kid is here. Josh says he can hear us, and Megan is verifying that the sound is good. So I'd like to start out every weekly live stream by asking you guys to share your wins. So tell me one thing that you're proud of when it comes to working on your YouTube channel this past week. I will start. So I actually don't have something to share when it comes to my YouTube channel, but it does have to do with my YouTube brand. I have not been able to get back to my weekly upload schedule, which really is disappointing because I want to be able to lead by example. My goal for 2021 was to upload every Tuesday, but then I got a bladder infection like 3 weeks ago, and I just haven't been able to get back into the groove of things. But I'm super excited because on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn, which is the social media platforms that I plan to pull audiences from to come to this channel, I've been posting every single day. So what I've been doing is taking some of my old videos and my old live streams and converting them to IGTV vertical videos or square videos, adding captions, and then posting that on social media, which sounds easy even when I describe it, but it's actually really hard. It's tedious to add captions because I do them manually. I want to do them manually because I don't want to pay for someone to do them, and I want them to be 100% accurate. And then sometimes I like to throw emojis in there, and then I also have to write a description with it. So it actually takes quite a bit of time, but I'm excited because I've posted every single day, and my engagement has gone up by a lot. So super excited. If you guys want to follow me on social media, how do I switch? Bam. It's Heather Just Create. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, but here's my handles if you want to go check that out. But that's been, I'm so proud of myself because that's something that's been on my to-do list forever. So I'm glad that I finally did that. So let me check in with you guys. Raphael's here. Hello. Happy Friday. Matt's here. One of my videos made it to 2K. Awesome. Congrats. Matt, I'd love to check it out. Let's see. I'm actually just going to check it out right now. What's your channel about, Matt? Matt carves. What does he carve? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this is a cool channel. Power carving. Oh man, this is a channel I can get lost in. I'm like obsessed with these kinds of videos. But let's see which one made it to 2K. How exciting. Oh, is it short? Did you do a short? Is that the thing that made it kind of pop off? That would be cool. I haven't made a short yet, but I want to try. And Fanaticos is asking for a collab. What's your idea? Let's talk about it. Let's see. All right, Matt, I'm going to dive in. So if you guys have any questions, share your wins if you haven't already. But if you have any questions or you want your channel reviewed, I'm happy to do that. The thing that I wanted to talk a little bit about for today was planning our content, because I think that's the thing that I mean, it's the thing that I struggle with the most. We can all come up with a bunch of ideas, but the execution of those ideas, figuring out which ideas are worth pursuing. I was going to just kind of do that for my own channels right now so that, we're all going to block off an hour every Friday to get stuff done with our YouTube channel. I figured, hey, I can do that with you guys too. And then hopefully kind of walk you through my process to see if that helps you at all. So that's what I was going to talk about today. But if you guys have any other specific questions, happy to talk about that as well. All right. How cool. The Viking Cup. I see it. Well, Matt, I just want to tell you, oh my God. Okay, we're going to do a channel review. I know you didn't ask for it, but like your channel is so good that I need to show it off. So, here. So here's Matt's channel. First of all, Matt Carves is his channel name, which is awesome because it really kind of already from the get-go describes, kind of gives you a idea of what his channel is about. His channel banner looks awesome. Power carving, tips and tricks. Perfect. Next thing that I do, you guys know I go to the channel description. Hi everyone, welcome to my power carving channel. My name is Matt, and I love carving. I mainly use a Dremel as my go-to weapon of choice. I mainly carve small sculptures out of wood and broken skateboards. Super cool. Then he goes into his backstory about why he's doing this. So I love, especially, okay, I have a lot of thoughts. Matt, I love that you go into your story because I think that, especially as new YouTube channels, there is that feeling of like, I'm not good enough to have a YouTube channel because I'm starting from zero. People can look at their YouTube channels and be like, oh, I only have 100 subscribers. Like, there's just this like hesitation of putting yourself out there. But by talking about your history and why you're passionate about the thing that you're sharing, this is like instant cred. So I taught myself how to paint in my 20s, in 2007, the last 3 years. Like, I mean, you have clearly years of experience in carving and the thing that you do. So regardless of how old your channel is, how new your channel is, how many subscribers you have, what's important is that you're drawing attention to the expertise that you have about the subject that you're talking about. So like, even when it comes to, I always make sure to tell people that, yeah, I'm a YouTube coach. I'm not the hugest YouTube coach, but I started my YouTube channel in 2016. I talk about the results that I've gotten. You can go to my vlog channel and actually see the videos that I've created. I talk about, I've made over 500 videos, et cetera, et cetera. And so it turns the story turns the focus onto the story that I'm telling. So if there's any way that you guys can do that, I can just even think about a couple of you guys whose channels I've reviewed before. Like, how long have you been doing the hobby that you're making your YouTube channel about? Tell that story, because I think that just adds so much cred. And I'm sure you know this, Matt, but if you don't, your channel is totally you're doing everything right. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of growth in the coming weeks, because it's honestly, to me, the reason why you don't have more subscribers is because you don't have more videos, and you're working on that. Like, clearly you're uploading regularly. So with every new video you put out, I really think it's going to be just more chances for people to discover you, especially with a channel like yours, because I love wood turning, and let me tell you, I go down the rabbit hole. There's something about it that's like super therapeutic or something for me, and I could see like your channel is the same vibe. So the more content that you have, I think that'll be really cool. All right, cool. Let me switch to you guys. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. How can I make the same effect of comment image on screen? So Clip Official, I'm using a program called Ecamm Live, which is a live stream software thing where it allows me to, do these things like overlays. Here we go. I muted my mic. Okay. Like, it allows you to add the comments on screen. So this is It's called Ecamm Live, ECAMM Live. It's for Mac only though, so and it's only for live streams, obviously, because you're not getting comments on videos. But if you don't have a Mac, there's also StreamYard, which I used for like at least a year, and I loved it. And that's Mac and PC, and it allows you to stream to multiple platforms at the same time. So that also allows you to put the comments up on screen, which I think is fantastic for community building. So, oh, Matt, you asked for a channel review. Cool. So the only thing what I have left to do is to watch a video. So I'll do that in a minute. Raphael, I did a short experiment this past week, posted 3, but only because I found out you can post without pushing to notifications and subfeed. Raphael, results? How'd it go? I had a friend who's been experimenting with YouTube Shorts, and so far the conversion from viewer to subscriber is not significant, but the views are there. So it's definitely getting a lot more views once YouTube does pick it up and start promoting it as a short, which is why he's still continuing. But in terms of like the conversion from just a new viewer to subscriber, it's nothing significant yet. So we'll see. He's still experimenting. Let's see. Hello, Mike. Bald Bearded Builder. My videos are easy to plan currently since I'm just highlighting extensions, basically add-ons for a common software developer tool. Pick a new extension, script, record, edit, post. Yes, that's awesome. That's really how I should look at mine, because I can do that I can make videos on like Ecamm Live, but for some reason I just haven't been able. Tom and I have also been working on a lot of other things, so we're really excited to tell you about it. But just, if you guys know my husband Tom, some exciting things happening starting next week, so stay tuned for that. Let's see. All right, and Raphael's talking about how you don't have to push your shorts to your subs. What is this short? So tune and drop out. A short is a video that's, I believe, 1 minute or less, that is kind of like reels, I guess, like on Instagram. And there is a shorts section. I think it's just on mobile, because it tends to be vertical videos. Actually, I don't know if it's on desktop, so I don't know if I can show you. But yeah, I think it might just be on mobile. I could be wrong. But it's a thing that, because it's new, YouTube is really pushing, and people have seen like insane explosive growth with it. I have not ventured into short form vertical video outside of Instagram yet, so I just haven't like tried it. So I should probably do that, and I can report back to you guys. But that's what it is. All right, Raphael, he's got some results here. 1 was 90 views, 2 was 400 views, and 3 was 150 views. Too early to gain any insight. Yeah, so let me see if I could show you guys my friend's channel. He's been really closely trying this. Raphael, though, his content is totally different from yours. But he was getting like, let's see. Let me see if I could. Okay. Let me show you his channel. So these are my friends, James and Mark. And they have a mukbang channel, so it's a lot of food and a lot of eating. And let's see, for this one, 42 seconds, 734 views, 1.4K views for a 26-second video. I mean, the cool thing, I think the way that he was using it as was kind of like a teaser to go watch the full video kind of thing. But you can see like his normal videos, 3.1, 2.5, 2.5, like it's not any significantly higher than what he normally gets. So, still, it's like it's not enough data to conclude either way. But I know for sure there are people who have seen like crazy, insane just nutso results. So let's see. Megan, I sometimes use shorts on Instagram for reels since I already took the time. Nothing too significant in numbers though. Yeah, my goal, okay, so you guys can keep me accountable. Put this out there. My goal is to create a reel, like a tutorial in reel form. I just like I don't know. I just need to get over it, right? So I'm laughing because I tell you guys like you just have to make your video, you just have to create more, blah blah blah. And then when it comes to me, I'm like, eh. The thing I've never done is creating, like actually producing like a 15, 30-second, 45-second tutorial. You know, I've done Instagram stories, but that's not edited. It's just like, okay, here's the thing I'm talking about. I just point at it and blah blah blah. And I think that's effective enough because people will actually reply to my stories and ask me more questions and stuff like that. But I know, you know, reels are a different thing, and I see how they can be really effective because they totally work on me. I just have to do it. So before our next meeting, I will make a reel. Oh, I'm scared. Look at that. Oof. But I'm going to try it. I want to try a reel. And then maybe I'll just post the reel to YouTube and see what the difference is. I don't know. Let's see. Dominic is here. Dominic is doing a 30-day upload challenge. And actually, Dominic, let me check in. Let's check in, Dominic. Dominic Cicero. Let's see how he's doing. Episode 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We're on episode 19, 20. Let's see. All right, so here's Dominic's channel. Look at this. One video every Wednesday. Life of a high schooler. I love this. This is fantastic. Like, it's so good. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. So Dominic embarked on a daily upload challenge and has been totally killing it. I mean, look at this. This is so great. And I'm so glad that you did this. Tom and I have been watching, so we're very excited. It's so cool. All right, cool. So if you guys want to check out Dominic's channel, Life of a High Schooler, check out his channel here. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. In the chat, if you are having, if you feel stuck, then this exercise is for you. Let's talk about 3 ideas that we have for the next video that we're gonna create. I think the reason why I thought about this for my topic to talk about today was because Tom and I have been binge watching all of the Marvel universe from the beginning. Like, we started with Iron Man, Thor, Iron Man 2, Captain America. Like, we just finished phase 1 and we started phase 2. So and we're also super nerdy and we love to read up on trivia and the making and interviews and stuff like that. And the one thing that's super fascinating with Marvel is how, like, the beauty of working in a team. And I think that's the one thing about YouTube that I wish there was more of, because YouTube is extremely isolating. Like, the cool thing is that you have no boss. You're the boss. You have 100% creative control, but you don't have anyone to bounce ideas off of. It's just you, and it can feel very, like, isolating, right? And it just was so cool to see all the ideas that were pitched by all of these amazing people that are talented in their specific field or industry or whatever, and just seeing how ideas evolve, seeing how ideas, just sit there, get rejected, end up getting, pushed forward, and all of those things. And I think the thing with YouTube is that because it's so approachable, because it's so accessible, I think that there is a difference between getting really good at using the medium and creating with the medium. So if you want to experiment and make videos about whatever, I think that there is a point to that. But also, if you're trying to build a brand, you're trying to grow a community, you can't be haphazard with it. There has to be the strategy in it, right? And I think that's the part that is lacking a lot. Like, you could be uploading videos every day, but if there isn't that strategy in terms of like, what's your overall message? What are people gravitating towards? Who are the people that you're even trying to target? Like, these things are really important. And watching Marvel, take a draft of a script and just iterate and iterate and iterate and try it this way and try it that way, send it to this person, they change it to this, they change it to that, and it's nowhere near the original vision. Like, I think we can take away some of that, and if that means that you spitball all of your ideas on the wall and you just like, okay, I'm gonna come up with 50 video ideas today. There's no bad idea, there's no good idea, it's just all of the ideas. Like, let's just throw 50 ideas out at the wall and then sit with it. Like, sit with it and see, okay, which ones are worth pursuing. Maybe you could start ordering which ones are you most excited about, and then sit with it again and see, like, okay, if I can, pick 3 that I'm most excited about, and how can I make those videos be the best that they can be, and you have several drafts. I think putting that dedication, maybe, like letting the ideas breathe and actually evolve, will help, and I think that just gets lost in YouTube world sometimes. So that's what I was going to do. I have a whole list. I have my list of videos I can actually show you guys, but the thing is, this is why I don't recommend having 2 YouTube channels. I have 2 YouTube channels, so it's a mess, but here are the ideas that I'm currently working on. And these are all ideas for this channel. So let me pop into the comments here really quick. Michael, did Tom convert you to the pod mic? Yes. I forgot how it happened though. I think it's because I love my Yeti mic, but it's a desk mic, like it doesn't hang like this. And I really liked this like hands-free situation, or not hands-free obviously, but like it's not on the desk, so he turned me onto the pod mic, and the one thing I don't like about it is that you need, the interface. So it's like, even though I don't have like a desk mic, I have another thing that's on my desk because I have to plug in this mic to that. But it's fine. I think it's fine. Let's see. Sean is here. What's up, Sean? Sean, let's what's been up? Update me. I can check out your channel right now too if you want a channel review. Let's see. Kid, with me, it's not the ideal for the content that's the problem, but it's the editing process that requires a lot of my attention. All right, cool. Kid, what? I'm just gonna peek in here. Kid 74. Man, I hate it when I can't find your channels like right away. Okay. Well, I won't do a channel review unless you guys ask for it. Let me set that rule right now, because I don't want you guys to get unsolicited feedback if you don't want it. But I'm looking at your channel and it looks great. Looks like you have a lot of, like, it seems like a healthy channel. You're getting more views than you have subscribers, which is awesome. And I guess if it's just about the editing, then, man, I wish I could like, wave my magic wand and make editing faster, but it's just a matter of, getting better at it, I guess. Let's see. Keto Homestead with Jess. Hello, welcome. Sorry, I'm late, new here. Welcome. It's so good to have you here. Jess, just to tell you what this stream is about, basically I'm your YouTube coach, and if you have any questions about YouTube or your own YouTube journey, or if you want a channel review, then you can expect me to be here to serve you every single Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sometimes I have things that I plan, but if you just want that accountability or support, it's, I'm just here for you. So that's what this channel, or that's what this stream is about. Let's see. Hold on 1 second, guys. I need to mute my mic and tell my husband to help me with something. Can you guys see our dog? Do you want to come say hi?
I can. Hello. I'm in the middle of some work.
Okay, bye. That's my husband, and that's our golden retriever named Ben. Anyway, so let's see. Invest with fire. I've just been my worst enemy and doubting myself and my content. That's all. Other than that, I'm good. Okay. So, does anyone else struggle with this? Being your own or worst enemy? Let's talk about this. Let's unpack this, because let me tell you what I struggle with every single day, Sean. Like, I completely understand this feeling, but the one thing that I try not to do as best as I could, like, sometimes there's just times, sometimes there's just times where I can't get myself out of my own way, but what I really try to do is, no matter how I doubt myself, as long as I don't let it stop me from putting one thing out there, then I'm making progress. And I'll give you guys an example. So, I made a webinar called 5 Ways to Jumpstart Your YouTube Channel. I think in December is when I made it. And it's recorded. I made a whole web page. I edited the whole webinar. There's like a bajillion slides in it. It took me weeks to put this whole thing together. And I didn't tell anybody about it. I don't know why. Like, it's up there. Anyone can watch it. And for the longest time, I didn't tell anybody about it. I did change my links. So if you check out the link in this description, you'll see the link to it. But I don't tell anybody about it because I don't know why. Like, it's just this, I don't know. I'm bad about like promoting myself. I'm working on it though. But I told myself I would try to make progress this before the end of the month. Okay. So I've been working up towards this thing. It's like I'm climbing up to the top of the mountain and I'm scared and I'm looking down and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then finally I was like, okay, I am going to send out an email to my mailing list announcing my webinar, because my mailing list, like the people who sign up for my mailing list, they want to be there. They want to hear from me. They are not going to think that I'm spamming them because they have opted in to receive my emails. So that means they want to hear from me. And I have a business coach that I work with who provided me with a template email that basically, she was just like, copy this word for word and tell people about your webinar. Like, just do it. Don't stop overthinking. Stop getting in your own way. Stop overthinking, like all of that, and just send it. And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, there are people that I am paying to help me do this, and I should get what I'm paying for, and I'm going to do what they're telling me to do. So I made the email, I sent it out, and within 20 minutes, I had 30 people open my email, and like 8 people start watching the webinar immediately, like within 20 minutes of me sending out that email. It just annoyed me that I have been waiting 2 months to send that out when clearly no one unsubscribed from my email. I think I sent that email out on Wednesday. Not a single person has unsubscribed from my list. So I don't know what I was worried about there. It's one of my highest open rates like ever. It's so annoying. Like it's like I don't know what was stopping me from putting myself out there or telling my people about what I do, but like coming out on the other side, I'm here to tell you that whatever it is that's holding you back or whatever it is that you're afraid of is probably not going to happen. So just focus on doing you and have fun with it, and just like find the path of least resistance, because it's going to be hard for people who are doubters, like self-doubters like I am. I get it. But like, I am here to support you. There are people here who are supporting you and want to see your content. So just do it. Just do it. All right, cool. Raphael wants a channel review. Raphael, if you're still here, I'm going to dive in, man. But I will say, without even looking at your channel right now, you're killing it. So Raphael. Let's check out Raphael's channel, guys. So here's Raphael. First of all, I love this ratio right here. I always look at this because if you don't even have like, you got 10 videos, I think that's where you need to start. Like, make videos, right? Raphael's been doing work. He's got 80 videos. So great. Okay. Fix it in camera, finesse it in post. I love that. Subscribe with notifications, weekly videos. Great. So clearly, videography, photography is the thing that pops out to me. Everything looks very stylized. Everything is very branded. It's all uniform and consistent. So that's very impressive, regardless of what your subscriber count is. Like, no one can deny that it looks good. So good on that. The next thing that I do is I check out the channel description. So fix it in camera, finesse it in post. As well as freelance financials. I'm sharing things I wish more people knew about the creative space and process. My recommendation here, Raphael, is to tell more people about your story. Like, how did you get into this? What's your experience? What makes you different from other people in your genre or other people that are kind of, sharing information about similar topics? I would either X this because it's already here or expand on it. Like, where did you come? Why is that your tagline? Why is that your mantra? Whatever. Otherwise, I think it's redundant. But I think hearing more about, I think the cool thing about YouTube is that we have such a personal connection with the content creators that we watch. So the more that you can kind of set the stage with like, this is my here's my origin story, here's my backstory. I think it's just gonna create more of a connection. So I would definitely add that. You've got all of your social links, which is great. Also, other than that, there's not much to improve, man. You're doing fantastic. So let's see. Oh, so here's your shorts. Great. Oh, interesting. You put a horizontal thumbnail on the short. Interesting. Let's see. Does camera gear matter? Oh, hey, I know that guy. That's my husband. Let's see. I mean, your thumbnails are great. I think we can all kind of take something away from that. Like, I love your thumbnails. They're super bright. Your face is in it. I'm a big fan of putting face in it. And I know, I'm not sure how much you've thought of this. I know that the reason why these videos are probably getting a lot more views than other videos is because of search, probably, I would guess, because you've got Canon EOS R. So, that's something to consider if you want to, like, I see this with Tom's channel too, with the Rodecaster, right? Like, a lot of his traffic comes from people searching about content about a specific piece of product or equipment or gear or something. I think those are great to kind of help kick off your channel, but just, like you're doing, you're sprinkling in live streams, you're sprinkling other things. So the people who find you or who get introduced to your channel through search will stick around and see what else you create. And I think that's great. So, I think you're doing awesome, man. So if you guys want to check out Raphael's channel and learn more about video production, I think is what you do, go check it out. Cool. All right, let me head back on over here. Let's see. We'll have channel review. Keto. Northern Girl Hobby sent me. Would love a channel review. All right, Keto Homestead. Let's do that. Keto Homestead with Jess. Let me just catch up with the comments. Would love to hear your thoughts. Matt, at the moment, I am just concentrating on making better videos. The Viking theme seems to work, so I might do more of those. Oh, if something's working, lean in, man. Lean in and expand later. Because I think if something's working, go with it. Reggie, what's up, Reggie? I binge watched the Marvel movies from the start in 2019, including all the spin-off series. It was so much fun. I finally made my first video and thumbnail. A long way to go. Hey, congrats. That's awesome. Jess, would love all the help I can get. Okay, I will do that. Would also love to chat offline if needed about creating a course. Oh, I can go all into that if you want to go into that. Um, we'll see. But I'm happy to chat offline too, but we'll see if I can touch on it a little bit here because that stuff gets me excited. Um, let's see. I can. He's cute. I'm gonna guess you were talking about Ben. Start my channel. Yeah. Mrs. P, what's up? Good to see you. Brian, the artist. Hello, Heather. How have you been? I'm great. How are you? I love your smile in your thumbnail. You look so happy. Let's see. It's all good. Just keep moving on. You are consistent though. Like every time I check my subscription feed, you're there. So like that's what matters because the people who subscribe, you know what I mean? Like if I subscribe today, I expect a new video in the near future. And that's the worst thing that you can do is if someone subscribes and then you never post a video, you literally have dropped the ball on them. And it's just like wasted, right? So if you guys, that's the most important thing. Be consistent. Like even for me, I told you guys at the beginning, I wasn't able to keep up with my weekly upload, but I also know that I do a weekly live stream. So at the very least, I'm uploading, there is content going out once a week. I'd like to increase the frequency of that. But definitely don't drop the ball. That banner's awesome. Soul's channel's awesome. Really like consistency with the color palette. Look it. This is great. The about page is definitely something I have ignored. Thanks, Heather. Yeah, for sure, Raphael. Because like Tom and I do that all the time. I'm like picky about who I subscribe to. So I dig. Unless the video that I originally found is just like that amazing, which is so rare. So usually what I do is if I find a video by a new person, I go to their channel, I look through their homepage, I get an idea of who they are, but I always go to the about page and read up about who this person is cuz it's basically like I want to be your friend, like I'm subscribing because I want to continue hearing from you. So just adding a little bit of storytelling and adding a little bit of your personal journey, I think will make a big difference. All right. Let's go to Jess. Boop. Keto. Okay, Keto Homestead with Jess. Fabulous channel banner. I love it. To-do list. Oh my God, this is so great. I mean, talk about just literally listing out what your channel is about. You like put it in a list, which is fantastic. So you talk about keto, you talk about cooking, and you talk about homestead and more. New videos every week. You have your name, you have your picture. Boom. Like it's perfect channel banner. Let's see. So let's scroll through the homepage a little bit. Okay, so new to the channel. I'm framing it with your channel name, which Keto Homestead with Jess right there in the channel name. And then I'm looking at the channel banner. So immediately when I scroll down, that's the first thing I need to see, right? So I see keto right here. I see keto right here. That's awesome. We've got morning chat with Jess. Let's see. I would be a little bit more specific with this. Oh, here on the homestead. So I think that's actually pretty good. Everything garden, that's great. Road trips, daughter chronicles, and past live streams. Okay, cool. So let's head on over to the description. My husband and I have been living a homestead lifestyle since 2009. I've been a state-tested nurse's aide since 2000. Follow our journey here in Northeast Ohio on our 5-acre homestead. We raise hogs, feeder piglets, Holstein cows, meat rabbits, ducks, chicken, and turkeys. We also garden preserve the harvest. This is like super cool. I am and have been keto since 2013. I'm very passionate and love sharing and teaching about my keto lifestyle and my journey. I mean, right here, you've got your story. You talk about how you got started. You talk about, how like you really set the tone in terms of like how you're different. And how you got into this. So I think that like immediately there's a connection there or context, right? Like I can frame everything in a context of like, how is this keto channel different from the others? So that's fantastic. You talk about your children, farm animals, gardening, foraging, canning. So, I mean, I think I would never normally recommend this because this gardening, foraging, canning, cooking, morning chats is like really broad. Like now we're, you have all different kinds of videos on your channel, but on your channel, I think it works. And I think you're going to be the exception there just because that all of those things fall under the umbrella of, doing a keto homestead thing. And I think this now, both keto and both homestead are probably super highly searchable content. Keto is probably a little saturated right now, but homestead, I have a feeling, is going to be a bigger, more opportunity, I would say. So the one thing I would recommend is to kind of cater your homepage to people who are new to your channel. So, you did a good job by putting this one, keto staple list for beginners, at the top, right? So that's the first video that I see, being a newbie to your channel. But another thing that I would do is, like, if you're new here, like, I think those are like really cool playlists, and I think it's cool if it's the first playlist at the top. So like if you're new to this channel or getting started with keto or getting started, like, what's homestead 101 or something like that, like kind of like an introduction, because I think that's always such a great way to kind of give a tour to new people to your channel, because we want to try to get people to find exactly what they want to find on your channel as soon as they can, right? So I would recommend a playlist like that. Actually, Raphael, I'm thinking about your channel. I don't know if you had this, but if there's like a, my favorite gear or something, or top 5 techniques, or because I don't think you're working with beginners necessarily, but just a playlist that's like, if you're new to this channel, here's the thing that I want you to watch first. Okay, let's see. So I will say, Jess, just looking at your top 5 video, or your not top 5, the most recent videos that you have here, and here, I think these videos are really going to cater to your existing subscribers. But what I would recommend, if we're still trying to grow our channel, is to make sure to, I would say I guess this depends on the frequency of how often you upload, but like, say, based on you, because you're going every day, like at least once a week, do a video that's going to be catered to someone who has no idea who you are, right? So like community thank yous, this is irrelevant to me because I don't not part of your community. I don't know what you're thanking me for. Like, that's for the people who are here. Like, they already know you. They're invested. They're your fans, right? But if you want to pull in more people, then we need to have more, I don't want to say tutorials, but yeah, like, value driven content. So even if it's just like, what is homestead, which I'm sure you have that video. If you don't, make it, but let's see which ones are most popular. Okay, how to can cream cheese. So this is what I'm talking about. This is a perfect video. It's a how-to, it's a tutorial. It's something that someone is going to type up here in the search bar, and this video is going to keep working for you forever, right? So also your transformation, that's fantastic. But if there's anything that's like more very searchable and specific, like what is homestead? Look, let's do this. What is homestead? That's probably not the word. Homestead, homesteading. There you go. So homesteading for beginners. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Look, the better score. So I would like start, do some digging here where you can kind of zero in on keywords like this. so that way you have more searchable content on your channel. And then that way those videos can just keep working for you in getting people to discover your channel, while you also do videos about like, community shout outs or live streams with your family and stuff like that. Okay, so I hope that helped. Let's see. How do I start sharing? Here we go. Why am I out of breath? You guys. All right. Reggie, how about a Clubhouse chat about creating a course? I'd love to chat about this too. Well, we'll talk about it here for a little bit. I am hungry, so I can't do it like after this, but that sounds like a cool idea. Let's see. Let me get out of here. So, how am I going to touch on this a little bit? So, if you have an idea for a course, I think the very first thing that you should do is start collecting emails. Okay, so that's step number one. Definitely start collecting emails, because you need to have immediate direct access to the people that you are going to offer your course to. And if you don't have a mailing list, there's no way for you to do that, because if you try to, if you push it out to YouTube, now everyone's going to be like, oh, okay, now they're going to just constantly sell to me from now on. If you push it out to Instagram, you're competing with Instagram ads, everyone else that they're subscribed to, and the feed is not chronological. You know what I mean? There's all these things. So definitely you need a mailing list. That's step number one. I would recommend ConvertKit. I think it's the best one because you can do automation. You can, do tags and categorize your mailing list and stuff like that. So here's ConvertKit. Definitely, they have a free plan too. So if you want to get started with them, I highly, highly, highly recommend ConvertKit. Actually, as I'm saying this, I'm going to make a video about ConvertKit. So that's step number one. Step number two, I think before you do any kind of, major time investment, I think you need to do a webinar. So you need to kind of do a little test to see if, to kind of get more data. So if you have an idea for a course that you want to create, doing a webinar will give you more data in terms of, does your audience even care? And if they do, what specific questions do they have, right? My online course coach is Mariah Coz, C-O-Z, Mariah Coz. I'm in her Accelerator program, and she calls this the Rapid Validation Webinar. So basically what you do is you do a webinar that's like for me, my webinar is 5 ways to jumpstart your YouTube channel. My course is called Zero to YouTube Hero, which talks about doing YouTube like A to Z. It's the whole thing. So the webinar is just a little piece, like a little intro to the course. It's kind of like, if you're interested in this, you like this webinar, Zero to YouTube Hero is going to be a natural fit for you. But the thing is, what you want to do with the Rapid Validation Webinar is do the webinar and pre-sell your course. So if your course, like for me, hey, 5 ways to jumpstart your YouTube channel. If you liked, what I taught here and you want to learn more and you want to deep dive more into really getting your YouTube channel off the ground, I am in production of a course all about YouTube called Zero to YouTube Hero. It's going to launch April 1st. And because you're here in this webinar, I'm going to give you the special pre-launch discount of 50% off. So if you buy today, you're going to get 50% off. You will have first access before anyone else. So you'll get it a week early before anybody else. And this is the lowest price that it's going to be. So blah, right? And you can set a target number basically when you do that webinar. Like, I need 10 sales to have like the proof of concept before you even make the course, right? Because if you sell the course before you've even made it, you've proved, the demand there, right? And plus, it's kind of like you're getting paid to create the course. So I think that's the most important thing. Actually creating the course is the fun part. that's like the easy part. That's the part, like, I think that's the part that people stress out about, but that's the easy part. It's just like, you know how to teach your thing. Like, I know YouTube frontwards and backwards, and like I can talk about it all day. It's the talking about it, the promoting it, the selling it. That part is which I think is a lot harder, especially if you are still kind of growing an audience to offer your course to. So I'll stop there. I think that's like a good intro, and I still have some time with you guys. So do you guys have any other questions? Anyone want to take like the last channel review? And also, if you're new here, I'll probably stick around for another 5 to 10 minutes, but my name is Heather. I'm your YouTube coach. I go live here on this channel every single Friday from 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 1 p.m.-ish Pacific Standard Time. And this is your community for any questions that you have about your own YouTube journey and for getting your channel reviewed. So I think the hardest part about YouTube, even for me, is kind of not getting any feedback, right? Like, we only get numbers and sometimes we get comments, but sometimes it's hard to even wonder like what's working, right? So I want to be able to be that feedback for you. Happy to watch your videos and tell you more about how I think you can take your channel to the next level. So, Mrs. P, good overview and suggestions about course. Thank you and have a great day. Thank you for being here. Yes. Awesome. Let's see. So before we leave, I want to show you guys. I'm going to tell you. Okay, so let me tell you my goals. Goals for the week, right? If you're here, let's talk about our goals for the week, or put them in the chat, and then we'll check in next week and see if we actually met our goals. Yeah. So for me, I'm going to do a reel. Oh, it just like makes my heart skip a beat. I don't know why it makes me nervous. I got to do a tutorial reel. And then I want to get back onto uploading more videos here. So I'm going to say expect a new video for me on Tuesday. And then a reel sometime before next week. And I have a lot of ideas, so it's gonna be one of these. I'm also gonna write ConvertKit on here because I think that's important. My problem is, like, I have a channel where it's my vlog channel where I'm ConvertKit, documenting my journey as an entrepreneur, and so I constantly ask myself, like, does it go on this channel? Does it go on that channel? I don't know. Let's see. Invest with Fire. Do you have any suggestions or resources on how to write a good script? I can't remember if I made a tutorial on this, but here, I'll break it down really quickly. So you need some kind of hook, right? So understanding where your viewer is, they're looking at your title, they're looking at your thumbnail, and that sets an expectation for them, and then they click on your video. So your storytelling, your script already started before someone even watched your video. So it's really important to factor in, like, when you're scripting out your video, you also have to know what your title and your thumbnail looks like, or what it's going to say, because that is the beginning of the story, right? So that's the first thing. Second thing is, when people click on your video, you've got 5 or 10 seconds to really meet the expectation that they have, and then also tell them what they can expect from the video, like elaborate on it, right? I think this is also where you can put a little bit of your personality or what makes you unique. So, like, Keto Homestead with Jess has chickens. Like, I don't know if she's going to do a video about eggs or something, like, be in the chicken coop or something. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be you, but if there's some kind of, like, different image, some kind of, like, visually engaging imagery, or even if you're just do talking head videos, is there something that you can say or open with that kind of catches attention and also explains what people can expect as they continue watching the video, because we want them to stick around, right? And then after you do your hook, just go straight into it. That's what I do. I don't even bother with an introduction because I think I don't bother with like asking people to subscribe or all of that because I think people know how to do that. Like everyone knows how to subscribe to a channel. And if they wanted to find out more about who you were, like they know how to do that. So I just go straight into it. If you want to do an introduction, keep it very short. And then also when you're scripting your videos, you want to keep them bite-sized. So, you know, let's see. I can do a YouTube 101 video, but no one's going to watch like a super long video about like the whole thing, right? They want to know, how do I make the best thumbnail? How do I script my YouTube video? How do I make a YouTube thumbnail? Like if you can condense it into very specific bite-sized information, that's ideal. And then pretty much after that, the other last thing that I would recommend is that when you are ending your video, you end it by encouraging people to go watch another video. Like our YouTube channels are not a one and done. It's not even like, even if someone watched a video and then subscribed to your channel and then left, you have missed an opportunity. Okay. We want them to we want them to watch more than one video. How many times have we all discovered a new channel on YouTube and you just can't stop watching? You keep going, right? We want that feeling, and you need to be the one hand holding the viewer through that process. We can't leave it up to YouTube. We can't leave it up to chance. YouTube is going to do a pretty good job of suggesting videos probably from your channel. But if you have a channel that's like, or I don't know, you have a video about a water bottle and you're going to talk about like a sports water bottle, I don't know, or like your favorite ways to flavor water or something like that. Like it's kind of related, right? So it's like, oh, if you like this video, you might want to, go check out this video where I talk about something related. That is the most important thing. Getting people to watch more than one video is the most important thing that you can do, even more so than asking for subscribers or anything like that. So that's just a very quick rundown of a script that I would recommend. Cool. Michael, I have a lot of work to do, but Project Spurs Network TV is the channel I'm trying to work on. Project Spurs Network TV. That sounds fun. Keto, just trying to grow and be successful YouTuber. Yeah, so like I already told you this, Jess, but just make sure that when you're planning your content, that you are very clear about like, this is content for the existing subscribers. Like they already know who you are, but then you always want to have in your stream of videos that are for people who don't know anything about you, because otherwise there's no reason for new people to discover your channel, right? Like it needs to be like, it doesn't matter who is making the video, but it's providing value. It's value driven, not creator driven, right? But once you provide that value, the viewer is going to attest that value to you, the creator, right? So you have to lead with the value first. So it's like super, super important. Let's see, Michael. This is great. Like you've got 632 subscribers. You're uploading once a week. It's looking good here. San Antonio sports coverage. I mean, this sounds real fun. High school football, like this sounds a lot of fun. I'm excited for you. All right, let's see. Feedback from people you trust to give honest opinions is key. Yep. One of my goals is to put a picture on my channel banner. Yeah, I think, I mean, it's not necessary, but I'm just a big fan of like, I want to know who I'm subscribing to, right? So I think, especially if you're a channel that's about, I mean, I think that's most channels. It's like, we're the face of our channel, right? I think, except for Project Spurs Network TV, it's very clear this is going to be a multi-person endeavor. So I wouldn't necessarily put one person in the channel banner. So, I mean, there's exceptions, obviously, but Invest with Fire. Sometimes I balance providing comprehensive info and bite-sized info. Struggle. Sometimes I struggle providing comprehensive info and bite-sized info. I mean, the way that I see it, Sean, is like sometimes there's auditory learners and then there's visual learners. Like have both, like cater to both. So it's the same thing. Like have a comprehensive, here's an overview, and then have the more bite-sized specific. I'm just thinking that YouTube is a search engine at the end of the day. So like if you kind of want to, if there's already people searching for your content, it's just a matter about making the content so that you have an opportunity to be even discovered, right? Like everyone's looking for videos about, I don't know, golden retrievers. Like those are searches that are happening at any given moment, but because I don't have a video about golden retrievers, then I don't even have a chance in that pool, right? Like I'm not even going to be discovered because I don't have any videos on it. So it's like sometimes you just need to, it is kind of like about making the video. Let's see. Patricia's here now at 303. Awesome. Congrats. 300 is a big deal. It's like, that's like so fun. I'm so excited for you, Patricia. I'm going to peek in. All right. Let's see. Boop, boop. Engaging online facilitation, new videos every week. I mean, I think you're doing such a great job.
Hello.
Let's see. Supporting online facilitators to create engaging learning experiences. Welcome to Patricia Radier's channel, helping you reach a variety of learning types in your audience. I mean, I think you're doing such a great job. And you upload content all the time.
Have you ever gone in
Another thing that you guys can do is doing what Patricia did here, which is putting her popular uploads at the top. So if someone's trying to get an idea of the content that you create, they can just look at your popular uploads and be like, oh, okay, cool. Plus, if you have numbers like this that are much higher than your subscriber count, like that can also add to the cred. So that's a good thing. But I'm always going to be a big fan, especially if you're a tutorial type channel or, you provide like helpful content, to have if you're new here, start here or something. So like if you're new to Zoom or if you're new to online teaching, like that should be the first playlist, I think. But you're doing great, Patricia. I'm a follower from a distance and a big fan. Let's see. Michael, thanks. Gonna make it my goal to work on the banner and start making thumbnails instead of the auto-generated ones. Oh man, like thumbnails can make such a difference, because here's the thing, like your videos might be being served on YouTube right now. That was like so poorly worded. Say you have 10 videos on your channel, right? YouTube might be promoting your videos right now, but no one's clicking on it because the thumbnail isn't like captivating enough. They're clicking on something else instead. So even if YouTube didn't change the number of times it's pushing out your video or showing it on the homepage or all those things, and you changed your thumbnail to something eye-catching and interesting and engaging, like now you have a better chance of someone clicking your video versus somebody else's. So thumbnails can make a really big difference. Wolf Rider, late but hello. Reached and passed 500 subscribers. Super excited. Yay. Here we go. I forgot I had sound effects. But congrats. That is awesome. I'm going to check out your channel too. Wolf Rider 750 Trucking. Oh, wow. Your channel's like... Okay, guys. Let's check this out. So, channel banner, on point. Absolutely love it. For rookie truck drivers. Oh my God. Like... Okay. So, I think that your channel is so freaking niche. You're gonna grow, like, so fast. It's just a matter of, like, creating the... Okay, so... It's kind of like keto homestead, right? Like that's such a searchable thing. I think trucking is such a searchable thing, and it's not saturated like, fitness. Fitness is like, if you're in fitness, you got to really stand out in some way. But trucking is like, it just seems so specific to me. So the thing that I would recommend is like to just help, like to get to 1,000, make a lot of searchable content. Then you can start making content about whatever. But if you're trying to grow this to 1,000, we'll just set that as the next milestone. Try to make more searchable content. So like you have to be ready for this part 1 is not searchable. You know what I mean? Like no one's going to type that into the search bar. So live, it's cold everywhere. Again, no one's going to search for that. This is for your existing subscribers, but we want to grow this, right? We want to grow this beyond our existing subscribers. And the only way to do that is to lead with the value first. You have to lead with the value first. But I mean, I'm telling you, let's see. Okay, CDL training. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming that's why this video did so well, because it's searched. This is about a motorcycle, but that's not what your channel is about. So, you know, I would kind of consider that kind of the outlier. This is a review about a truck. Again, I think this is because of the search. So, like, if there's anything that you can, like, lean into, you know, how to about trucking, I think I've told you guys about Keyword Toolio. If I haven't, here you go. So go to keywordtool.io and then make sure you're on the YouTube tab, and then just type in your you know, a keyword that you think people are going to use to search for your channel, and it's going to aggregate every single keyword that includes that word. So this might be a good way for you to come up with ideas. You know, obviously it's an aggregator, so it's going to throw everything in here. But if, you know, you're scrolling through, like I start with questions because we want to lead with the value. So like, does trucking pay well? Right there, man. Like you have to make a video about this. Like this video, I guarantee you, if you make that, thousands of views. I'm not even kidding. How trucking dispatch works, trucking business, trucking changed my life. Like this, right here, these are all your next videos. That way, when someone goes to your channel, they see this and they're like, okay, trucking. They scroll through your videos and it's like, okay, it's all about trucking, right? Does that make sense? I know you didn't ask for a channel review, but I'm just trying to help. I hope that helps. All right, let me see what you guys got here. Mrs. P, your husband shared once that he changed the thumbnail on an older video and saw success. Yeah, it was crazy. I know I have the screenshot somewhere of his analytics, but I can't remember where I put it. But it's like he didn't change the title. He didn't change anything else. It was just changing the thumbnail, and it was like, boop. Crazy. Neil. Hi, I recently updated some of my thumbnails and seeing some improvements to views. It takes time, though, and also been working on titles and tags. Neil, you're doing great then. That sounds awesome. Okay, cool. So I think that's where I'm going to end. So let me just remind you guys again that if you need support, you have questions, you want accountability when it comes to growing your YouTube channel, I am here for you every Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on this channel. So, you know, bring your questions and make sure to have wins to share next week. And thanks for being here. Leave me a like if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys next week. Have an awesome weekend. Take care. All right. Bye. How do I sign off? Okay. Bye.